What if you looked up right now, and instead of a blank blue sky, you saw massive glowing rings stretching from horizon to horizon, bright, majestic arcs circling our planet, visible day and night? This isn't science fiction. This is, what if Earth had rings like Saturn? Imagine if our planet had rings of its own. Would they shine over your city skyline? Would they mess with your GPS, your weather, even how we live our lives? In the next few minutes, we're diving into the mind-bending science of planetary rings and alternate Earths. Imagine how just one cosmic twist could change everything, from your morning commute to world history. Let's start with the basics. What are rings, really? Saturn's rings aren't solid. They're made of billions of particles, from fine dust to chunks the size of buses, all orbiting in a razor-thin disk. They're mostly ice, shiny, reflective, beautiful, and incredibly delicate. Did you know that Saturn's rings stretch over 170,000 miles wide, but are only 10 to 30 feet thick? That's thinner than a two-story house. So, standing on them, not an option. But from afar, they're one of the most breathtaking sights in our solar system. Now, imagine if Earth had rings like Saturn, scaled down to our size. They would stretch from just above our atmosphere to about 60,000 kilometers out. How incredible would that be? They'd sit within what's called the Roche limit, a zone where tidal forces keep them from becoming a moon. At night, they'd glow like a luminous halo, brighter than the Milky Way. During the day, a silvery arc across the sky, always present, always changing with the light, a breathtaking dance of cosmic beauty. Now here's where it gets fun. The view of the rings wouldn't be the same for everyone. Near the equator, the rings would appear as thin, glowing lines close to the horizon. But the farther you go north or south, the higher the rings climb in the sky. Imagine standing there, gazing up as the rings stretch across the sky, transforming your perspective. It's a cosmic show that changes with every step you take. In places like Scandinavia or New Zealand, you might look straight up and see massive bands slicing through the stars. And during sunrise or sunset, the light refracts through icy particles, creating shimmering reds, purples, and even golden glows. It's a breathtaking sight that feels almost otherworldly. Imagine standing there surrounded by nature's canvas, feeling the magic in the air. This is not just a view, it's an experience that stays with you forever. Imagine couples proposing under the rings, their love illuminated by the celestial glow. Kids naming constellations that split apart around them, their laughter echoing in the starlit sky. Entire cities planning their festivals, celebrating when the rings light up in vibrant colors. Our entire sky culture would be transformed, woven into the fabric of our lives. Now, here's a twist. What if Earth had always had rings? How would that change human history, our stories, our dreams? Ancient civilizations might have aligned their temples not with the stars, but with the rings. Myths tell of these rings as gifts from the gods or portals to the afterlife. Art flourished, depicting glowing arcs across painted skies. Calendars were crafted around the changing rings, marking the seasons with reverence. Imagine a universe where rings surround every planet. We might have thought they were normal. Conspiracy theories would run wild. NASA is hiding the truth. Aliens put them there. YouTube would be buzzing with theories. But think about the climate. Those rings would change everything. As Earth tilts and orbits the sun, they'd cast massive shadows, affecting our weather patterns. What would that mean for us? Let's dive into this cosmic mystery. Some regions might receive less sunlight for weeks or even months. That means colder temperatures and disrupted seasons. Imagine permanent twilight zones where the sun barely rises. Photosynthesis would take a hit, affecting crops in shadow-covered areas. We could see vast deserts forming under the ring's shade, but new ecosystems might thrive in unexpected places. Climate models? They'd need a complete rewrite. Now, let's look up. Literally, our satellites, space stations, and rockets would face a huge problem. Imagine rings orbiting Earth at thousands of miles per hour. Launching through them, it'd be like flying a plane through a swarm of bullets. Talk about a wild ride. So, we're talking about new orbits for space travel. Yeah, we might have to launch missions at extreme angles, or even build underground systems to thread rockets through ring gaps. It sounds crazy, but it's not impossible. Still, it would make space travel way more expensive and dangerous. Think about it. Satellite internet, GPS, weather predictions all depend on clean skies. With rings, space becomes a whole new battlefield. Saw this all over my feed. But while space engineers panic, artists thrive. The rings would redefine fashion, design, even religion. Imagine holidays dedicated to ring alignments, musicians timing symphonies with sunlight hitting the rings, cities building towers to frame the perfect ring view. This is a new era of creativity and inspiration. Are you ready to embrace the beauty of the cosmos? Imagine a world where flags shimmer with glowing rings and corporations take on names like Polar Halo Energy. These rings wouldn't just transform our planet, they'd redefine who we are. But here's a darker thought. Could Earth ever have rings? Yes, but it would likely mean catastrophe, a moon shattering, a massive asteroid impact, or even a war in space creating debris. It's a haunting possibility, isn't it? Flags might feature glowing rings, transforming our identity. Imagine corporations named after these sectors, like Polar Halo Energy. These rings wouldn't just change our planet, they'd redefine who we are. But here's a darker thought. Could Earth get rings someday? Yes, but it would likely mean catastrophe. A moon shattering, a massive asteroid impact, or even a war in space creating enough debris. It's a chilling possibility, but one we can't ignore. So what if Earth had rings like Saturn? Imagine the beauty and wonder they'd bring, a constant reminder of our spinning rock in space. But it wouldn't be all good. We'd face chaos with colder climates and dangerous skies. An entirely new way of living would emerge. Would it be worth it? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this cosmic deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more Science Meets Imagination content, and turn on notifications so you never miss a trip into the unknown. Until next time, keep looking up and keep